Hello, everyone. I know you're used to me doing my daily walks, and I still get that done. Um, but some of the things that I've been dealing with lately, as far as bringing out my book collections and reflecting on a few things, thinking some things were going to be able to help further my cause that didn't pan out. It made me think about the fact that I wanted to do a proper introduction to my new solo project, which is, some people have seen, it's called Winter's Prelude, and it's under my pseudonym Yvette D. Archer. And so, first of all, I wanted to talk about the fact that Yvette D. Archer is a pseudonym for me. And I brought that out on another show the other day. Yvette D. Archer is a way for me to take ownership of something that belongs to me. When you're born, you have someone else's last name and they already have some type of ownership, or, people know them for whatever reason. And my birth name is Winters, which is my father's last name. And unfortunately, I didn't get to grow up with and have a proper relationship with him. So there was my connection to this name that I didn't know what the name was about, who the man was about, who his family was about. And also, I ended up getting married, and my name was changed from my dad's last name to my ex-husband's last name. So who I was started to, people related me to that last name and who my ex-husband was, instead of who I am. They didn't really ask me who I was. They didn't, hang out with me or talk to me, get to know me. So Yvette is actually my middle name, Yvette. D just stands for my first name, Demetria. And Archer, I love the French language, and I love all languages really, but that kind of stood out to me. And so in high school, I ended up taking 4 years of French, and Archer, Yvette means archer. That's the French word for archer. So it made sense that every piece of this was me. And the title, Winter's Prelude, Winter, Winter, is a character that I made loosely based on myself, a woman who discovers she has a mental health illness. And I decided to write this when I had my major struggle in 2012, which actually was Veterans Day weekend. That's seems kind of symbolic considering I'm a vet. So I'm gonna read you a little bit about Winter to give you an idea of who she is. And Winter's Storm is gonna be her book, and it comes out this December, the first day of winter. Winter had been pretty calm, cool, and collected most of her life, never letting things rattle her and invading her space or her mind. Even with the secrets and unexpected tragedies of her past, she remained a soldier and kept it moving. Now everything is catching up with her and falling apart. No longer able to keep it together, she is dealt a blow that changes her life and her perspective forever. Winter Storm is gonna be the first of a 4-part series. There are 3 other books. I just have this thing for seasons. My last name is Winters, Winters. So that's kind of obvious, but what some people don't realize is my first name is derived from the Greek goddess Demeter, who, if anybody remembers that story, she's the one who pretty much created seasons because it sounds like she was depressed. She was missing her daughter, Persephone, if you want to look up that story. But so seasons kind of speak to me, not only on a symbolic level, but it also speaks to me when it comes to, the analogies and all of that. The 4-part series is about 4 women of color and their struggles with their own mental health. For the release dates, if you get a chance to buy a copy of my book, and they are available for order right now. And I do have a link that I've been putting out there, and I will put it in this thread when I get a chance. I'm not sure if anybody can put it in there for me, but it's actually https colon // bit.ly / and the letters are all capital, is YDA, which is Yvette D. Archer, 2012, which is the date of my rebirth, is what I consider it. When I faced a challenge that was very major. And WP for Winter's Prelude. Another thing about Winter's Prelude is some people will probably wonder why this particular cover. My daughter, my youngest daughter, Rachel Simone Fletcher, actually, she goes by Ray Simone when it comes to her poetry. She actually painted this painting for me, and it's based on a lot of people know I love butterflies, so they probably already knew that that butterfly necklace made sense for me. As you can see, you see a pregnant woman. Well, my grandmother, my maternal grandmother, she was known to be a woman who was very spiritual and actually considered a healer. Like there were people that even sent paid her way to come overseas to pray over them, and she was known to have dreams or premonitions. And so my daughter had a discussion with me about it and asked me about it, and she thought about the circumstance of my mom leaving her home, and how many tribulations and trials she was going through, and that's why she left Florida to move to Ohio, but also the trials and tribulations of leaving her parents who were there for her, who loved her, who had her back. So the storm kind of represents that particular upheaval. And you see the palm trees representing Florida with the leaves flowing in the wind. And this figure of a woman in blue is the figure of my mom. And the black hair standing next to her is my brother. And this is the sand. My brother Anthony, one of the things I remember about him is when my mom left Ohio, she would always tell stories of how we were on the train leaving our home in Florida. And I think I said left Ohio, but y'all excuse me for that. But when we left Florida, my brother, she said, was looking out of the window of the train, and he said, "Are we ever going to see Grandma again?" And he never did, not living. but I really do believe in spiritual connections. And I don't know about y'all, but even with my brother, I believe he sends me messages all the time letting me know that he's here for me and he's got my back. And so that's the story of this cover. Purple, because that's my favorite color. And that's the color of my birthstone, which is amethyst. And then for Winter's Prelude on the back, the description, it says, Winter's Prelude is Yvette D. Archer's first collection of poetry with a complimentary 21-day journal. This journal provides a place for reflection and self-discovery, while also giving a sneak peek into the lives of the fictional characters Winter Anderson, her twin sister Summer, cousin April Williams, and Summer's battle buddy, Autumn Thomas. Some people don't know what battle buddy means, but I am an Army veteran and someone that, you know, we have their back. We got their six. We look out for them and they look out for us when we are military, active, reserve, retired, or just a dishonorable discharge as a veteran. We have each other's back. We are battle buddies. Each woman has her own mental health challenges as she navigates the tough journeys ahead while they come to terms with their pasts and concerns for the future. And then it talks about a little bit about me. I am not going to read this middle part. I kind of give y'all a good idea a lot of times. But the bottom part, that was my birthday for 2020. My birthday for 2020 actually was a special date. It was 02/02/2020, backwards and forwards, the same numbers, and it reminds me of infinity. And I said I couldn't pass at that date. I usually don't celebrate my birthday like that. Well, let's put it this way. I don't do anything for my birthday. Sometimes some people may give me little gifts here and there, but I have not made a time where I purposely celebrated me. And the room I happened to rent was called the Victory Room. And I was like, oh yeah, victory, because I have the victory. I, like others, have been through a lot, but I'm still winning. I'm still claiming victory. I'm still claiming my peace and my joy and my happiness. And that particular type of date hasn't happened in over 909 years. Can you believe that? I want to say it's called a palindrome. I definitely have to look that up. I knew it when I was in the middle of it, but you know, sometimes you have a lot of stuff to think about, so you don't remember those things. So the words next to it say, as a survivor of childhood trauma and diagnosed with major depression, she set out to find a way to affect change in mental health and alleviate stigma in the Black community. Focusing on Black women like herself, she seeks to provide education and support by doing workshops and being involved in political, economic, and clinical forums. This is serious, y'all. We are losing too many people. Across the board, across the seas, across the races, across the ages. We are losing too many people. And you may think it has nothing to do with you, but their pain transfers. It doesn't go with them when they die by suicide. Now we have pain of those left behind. And I don't fault the person that wanted to leave. I fault a system that does not help them achieve their goal at healing. Let's heal. Let's fix these systems. Let's invest in these systems. Let's invest in each other. Yes, you need to protect yourself, because it's not an easy thing dealing with a loved one or a friend or associate going through some of these challenges. But, you don't have to throw them away. You do what you can. Educate yourself. Try to learn, why the things are happening. And that's really going to help. It is. It's going to help. So we're all in this together. And everybody's worthy of healing. I say everybody's worthy when I finish my walks and I say something. And I didn't even really think about it. But I say that because everybody is worthy of healing and happiness. And yes, there are some people where it's like, oh, they're just born evil. They're just, really, were they? So that baby was born evil? Or did that baby not get help when it came to, you saw that they were doing odd things, had odd behaviors, and you're like, oh, that's just them. Okay. Or you're going to go ahead and take them to therapy or something. Or if kids have been separated from their family and ended up in foster care or being adopted, or stayed with their family and they were abused, they were used. So I don't know if it's good to just celebrate that the person looks like they recovered and that they've overcome. Because I think people who've been through trials and tribulations, there's always room for healing. And healing is ongoing no matter what people think. Healing is ongoing. It's an everyday thing. You got to wake up and be purposeful in your movements, in your mindset. You got to be purposeful when it comes to, are you going to let that pain overtake you? Or are you going to find a way to recenter and to make sure you start off with a great day so that you can, handle the things being thrown at you? So I just wanted to do that little talk because sometimes when you know what you're doing and why you're doing it, you forget to explain to others where you're coming from. And I think that can be so important, especially when it comes to, people who write and want to help others come to the point where they find some healing. I feel like I'm on a road to healing. I'm on a journey. And I'm proud of myself. Do I have times where I have grief or feel a little down or depressed? I still do, but it does not overtake me like it did. And I just want to help you get to that point where you can make a personalized best life plan so that you can know how to cope, work on your healing. All right, y'all. That's my little talk for today. You see, I kind of put a little makeshift fireplace back there for y'all. It's making me feel good. All right, I will talk to y'all when I start walking. It won't be long, but I'll definitely get it done because I need it. And I know some of y'all like to hear me. But you're worthy of healing. You are. I don't care how old you are. I don't care where you live. I don't care what you look like. I don't care about any of that. I just care that people not hurt the way they've been hurting. I love you to light, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.